Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 16th Annual Parade of Lights. I'm Reid Reimers, and I'm so excited to be out here tonight this evening. Now, this event is brought to us by a couple great sponsors, including Blackfoot Communications and also Liquid Planet, and of course, the Missoula Downtown Association that does so much for our community right now. We'd also like to thank a couple of major sponsors that came in tonight, with his Jim Palmer Trucking, Frame of Mind, and PepsiCo right here in Missoula. So we're pretty excited. The parade has just started. It's been rolling down Higgins up to this point, and it's all leading up to the X's, as we call them here in Missoula, for the lighting of our tree. Now, downtown has been great going on all evening tonight. Starting at about noon, there's been family-friendly events at businesses all over town, and this is really the culmination of it with the lighting of our tree, which you'll get to see right here. We'd also like to thank MCAT for doing this taping for us tonight, and I think we're just kind of waiting and ready to see exactly what we're going to see tonight here at the 16th Annual Parade of Lights. Looks like we're starting off hot already with literally called the Beagle Guy. Lovely gentleman, rides all over town. You've probably seen him. He has like 6 beagles that are all very well suited to ride on that train. Also a great little cart that he's pulling on behind him with some Christmas characters on it and some wonderful lights going on. And it looks like we have those good old Missoula meter maids, as they may or may not be called. I don't know if that's the official term anymore. But the Missoula Parking Commission does a great job down here in Missoula. The installation of the new parking meters has caused a little bit of hassle for some folks. But I think in the end it's going to work out way better because I don't carry quarters on me anymore. So it's going to work out great. Oh, and it's Coach Shane, is apparently the MC for our evening. Stumbling down the street there, having it all out, having a great time. Happy Christmas to them all. So as we call him, the Grand Marshal of the event this year. Coach Shane works with all sorts of events in a ton of different groups in town. Bringing all sorts of energy, excitement, especially focusing on physical activity for all of our folks here. And we have the Blackfoot truck. Blackfoot's one of our major sponsors this year. This event could not go on without them. They've decorated like a big old present with some flashing lights along the side, which is always fun. And yet another Blackfoot rig here. Those company cars. Shall be thankful for some flashing LEDs now. The future is now, my friends. No need to plug anything in. Yeah, it looks like we have a Blackfoot crew coming up here as well. Flashing headlamps. Now, folks, tonight there is a volunteer group of judges that will be picking out their favorite moments in the event. The judges are looking in different categories, 4 different categories: commercial, civic or nonprofit, school, and religious organizations. And they'll be judging based on overall appearance, originality, and creativity, and the use of lights, and just general enthusiasm, because sometimes just a little bit of moxie can make all the difference. Oh man, there were some big antlers. This is the Missoula Electric. Oh, it's the Missoula Electric Co-op, that's right. Since 1936, that's over 80 years, the Missoula Electric Co-op has been providing electricity, especially to rural areas all around Missoula. Looks like they got one of their ladder trucks out there with some big old antlers on it, as well as lots of their employees out in all their flashing lights. The antlers are pretty impressive. We have thousands of people lining the streets down here in Missoula on this cold night. It's definitely below freezing since I can't feel my fingers. But the Missoula community loves to come out for these kind of events. And the amount of kiddos running around right now is pretty impressive. Some stragglers handing out candy canes here, as I would guess is the Frame of Mind float coming up next. Frame of Mind has an Island of Misfit Toys theme this year. They also partnered with the Western Montana Community Center, which promotes LGBTQ rights and support right here in the Missoula Valley. The rainbow flag was a bit of a giveaway. We have tons of folks from here in the community dressed up as all those misfit toys from that famous Rudolph cartoon, claymation if you will. Some big presents up in the back. Frame of Mind offers some unique and interactive framing experiences right for 11 years of industry experience. Just down on Brook Street here in Missoula. You can go down and really have a strong involvement in how you would like your art to be framed, including taking lots of old items or heirlooms and putting them into shadow boxes, which is a great way to get those things out of a box and up into the world. We got Jim Palmer trucking up next. Jim Palmer along with Wilson Logistics is one of our major sponsors of the evening. Got one of their big rig trucks rolling through, celebrating 50 years of work there with Jim Palmer. Jim Palmer really focuses on a small and eclectic team to make sure that all their regional services are pulled off the best way. And Wilson Logistics is one of those family-owned companies you can really support. So looking to get some things shipped and throw it on there, you can probably put a big old rig on the back of that. And I'm going to guess with the airplane, that is Neptune Aviation. Now, they're the most reliable and innovative aerial firefighting company in the nation. They are the primary provider of large air tanker services to the U.S. Forest Service for the last 25 years. So when you see those big planes dipping over, dropping all that heat, as you can see in this wonderful display, they got a whole fire going out there. You can always think Neptune Aviation right here in Missoula out at the airport. Oh. And lots of those Neptune Aviation staff and friends are there behind the, handing out some candy canes, having a great time. We got some folks in fun little plane costumes as well, wrapped around their waist. Another float rolling up with some great lights on it here. You can see exactly who they are. This is Partnership Healthcare. We love Partnership. Partnership's Health Center here in Missoula. For over 30 years, they've been providing healthcare to local patients. They now have 15,000 patients here in the Valley. And they focus on providing whole patient care, but also encouraging policymakers to make sure that healthcare is both fair and just for everyone. They do an amazing job. They have a great truck with a lovely little gingerbread establishment behind it. And some really cute kiddos out there wrapped in their lights. Oh, they have all their employees out. That's fantastic. Partnerships does an amazing job over the years of really providing health care to those that are underserved here in Western Montana overall. And when they see a problem that comes up, they establish a new organization, especially does some great work up on the reservations and everywhere else. But they do sliding scale fees and really work with both Medicare and Medicaid to make sure that everyone can get the health care that they need. Looks like we have a little lull here, so I'd also like to thank our sponsor, major sponsors, Liquid Planet, Blackfoot, and of course the Missoula Downtown Association that not only provides this wonderful experience for us, but also focuses on the out to lunch that goes on all throughout the summer, every Wednesday night or every Wednesday afternoon in Caras Park, and Downtown Tonight every Thursday evening in Caras Park. They also help us with the River Roots Festival. They're the ones that put up the beautiful Christmas lights all the way along Higgins and other major streets here in town. During the summer, if you ever see those beautiful baskets of flowers that are hanging, it's all the Missoula Downtown Association. They work very closely with all the other both government and non-government organizations here in town to just make sure that we have a lovely and amazing community to keep the downtown vibrant and flowing. And over the years, they've really done some amazing stuff and created some things like this right here, our 16th annual Parade of Lights. Well, back in 2002, back when a cell phone, I think, was probably still a pager half the time, they were out here doing what they needed to do. And so now here we are at this wonderful parade, waiting for the lighting of the tree, which is going to happen here just as soon as the parade is over. And again, if you weren't down here in downtown Missoula today, there are some amazing events going on. Santa arrived at a certain location. There was make-your-own decorations all over town. Lots of local businesses came in, sponsored and supported this event to just give this really a kickoff to the holiday season for the entire Missoula community. Hi, guys. Hi. Oh, another truck rolling up here. The break is over. And some people dressed as presents because hashtag Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys. And it looks like this is probably the American Cancer Society rolling through with their support of this wonderful event. The American Cancer Society has programs and services to help you manage cancer treatment and recovery and find the emotional support that all their patients need. And the best part is about everything the American Cancer Society does, it's all free of charge to those that need it most in some of the hardest times of their lives. So it's love to see them out celebrating some light. Oh, looks like we have some Grinchiness going on. I'm guessing this is Charter College. They're a private independent institution here in Missoula that just started a few years ago, but they emphasize on a new direction of education. They focus on career-oriented classes, can really bring it all together. It looks like they have some Whovians and some Grinches and some sleighs going on in a beautiful representation of this season. And personally, I kind of love that the Grinch has taken over as a major character in American holiday celebrations. We all have that one uncle who's not really down with the holiday spirit. And this is the trolley for the Mountain Line and Missoula in Motion. Now, since 1976, the Mountain Line has been reducing congestion, improving air quality, and providing safe, comfortable, and reliable transportation to the Missoula community. They're also partnered with Missoula in Motion, which also contributes to a cleaner environment and encourages businesses to help their employees get to work in a more sustainable way, as well as helping support lots of our bike trails and walking trails, all those things that don't involve just you getting in your car and driving somewhere. And Auto Electric is rolling by in an adorable little cart. Auto Electric has been proudly serving Missoula and the surrounding areas for over 25 years, providing electrical work specifically in autos for that whole time. It's great to have them be a part of the night tonight. Big, wonderful display here. And it's Windermere Real Estate. Windermere Real Estate wanted us to specifically wish everyone a happy holiday season and say a big thank you as they were voted #1 in the Missoula Choice Awards for real estate here in Missoula. This is their Windermere Wonderland. They not only do commercial, but also residential housing, condos to first-time home buyers. Wonderful organization getting people out of that renting and into that purchasing of houses right here in the Missoula Valley. And I see jump ropes, which means I'm guessing we are looking at the Missoula Super Skippers. Missoula Super Skippers started 35 years ago. They're a competitive jump rope team that serves communities all around the area. They do great shows all around, not only Missoula, but to schools all over the area, and compete in international competitions. Really encourage all the fun that you can get from skipping rope, but also all the health benefits you can get from being active, and do some really fun trick shows as well. It's the Montana Super Skippers again, celebrating 35 years of serving the Missoula community. They've been skipping for almost a mile here, so they might be running out of steam a little bit. Some of those light up ropes are getting a little stiff in this cold weather, but I think they're going to be just fine. Again, parade started all the way across the river on the other side of Higgins, down near 4th Street, so it's been running for quite some time. I can tell you from my vantage point, the entire street is completely filled with folks that have all come out to celebrate tonight. And I got a big thanks to Missoula Downtown Association for organizing and putting this on. We have Bitterroot Floral's display up right now. Bitterroot Floral right down there on the corner of 6th Street and Higgins. Bitterroot Floral has been serving the Missoula community for years with all their cut flowers, great plants, and unique presents. It's been around since 1946, which I'm not great at math, but I think that's over 70 years. Got balloons, unique giftware, also family owned and operated. You can always find what you need down at Missoula, down at Bitterroot Floral. Montana volunteers rolling through here, supporting some of their Portland organizations as well. Standing, waving, having a great time, and again, all those lovely lights separated out along the side. These dramatic pauses give us a second to thank again some of our other major sponsors, which is Jim Palmer Trucking, Frame of Mind right here in Missoula down on Brook Street, and also Pepsi as a company right here in Missoula as well. These kind of events are so important to have the local businesses that come down and support them as well. As much as it might be easy for a single citizen to come down and enjoy it, it does take a lot of planning and organization. And again, that takes the help of not only the Missoula Downtown Association, but also all their local partners that help make something like this come together. A very festive tractor rolling up right now. And in front of them, a Missoula Sheriff's truck decorated for the season. Highway Patrol, actually. Definitely want to thank all the peace officers here in Missoula for helping set this up. It seems easy just to throw a parade, but imagining all the streets that have to be blocked off and have to be logged and have to, all the barriers that have to be put up can take quite a bit of effort. So we really appreciate all the folks here from the city and apparently from the county Highway Patrol that can come down and help us out with that tonight. Montana is a very agrarian area. We don't often see the tractors rolling right through town like they do tonight. Definitely not celebrated as much as they are there with all those lights on them. Whole truck full of kiddos and lots of candy canes flying out to everybody here. Well, this is our Special Olympics float. We love Special Olympics here in Montana. They do such an amazing and important job. Since 1970, that's 48 years if you're doing the math. The Special Olympics now serves 2,000 athletes every year and brings together 4,000 volunteers in all sorts of sports and activities. Provides year-round sports training and athletic competitions and health-related programming for individuals with intellectual disabilities. They work with both adults and children in about a half-and-half ratio. As a volunteer at different Special Olympics of Montana events before, I can tell you it's really an inspiring and wonderful situation. Oh, I see some sawhorse reindeer. Since we're looking at D&T Works and Bazooka Builders, they created an entire Santa run just minus the Santa with some sawhorses. Again, that's D&T Works and Bazooka Builders. A really fun display there. Now we have our Lowe's Home Improvement Store float coming up. Decorating all around. As a native Missoulian, I also like to joke, back in my day, North Reserve was just a cow field on either side, but now we have a bunch of great businesses out there that really keep Missoula going. One of those is Lowe's. All their home improvement needs and some of those fun blow-ups that people are getting so excited about these years. And up next we have Endeavor and Inspire as a co-team with there. Now Endeavor is a resource center for families who want to change their students' education. So it's a great, wonderful place for homeschooling parents that want to get their children involved a little more, or kids that don't quite fit into regular education situations. Aspire is Missoula's self-directed democratic high school, which provides all sorts of wonderful and unique creative activities for kids. They work on a great quarter system, which allows them to really focus in 2 days a week on different kind of educational focuses, from filmmaking to inspire and create, or for things like survival, getting out into the woods. And be a little more Blackfoot action. I think I saw Monty the bear gambling around out there, wowing the crowd. He came in with Blackfoot tonight. Missoula's most famous bear. Always a treat with that. Now we have again one of our major sponsors of the event tonight, which is Pepsi Cola here in Missoula. Got their truck out, lights all over it. They're moving fast. You can tell it's getting a little cold down here in downtown Missoula. Busting out a little bit of fun there. This Missoula Office of State Public Defenders. Our public defenders not only work for a more fair and balanced justice system, but they work on improving the overall outcomes of their clients, including addressing the conditions that led folks to get involved in the justice system in the first place. It's very exciting. And I'm going to throw it out there and say I think we just had our Derby Rodeo Association royalty pass by. Got some antlers on horses. Oh, and that's a complete lie. That was the Missoula Stampede. I'm so sorry. Missoula Stampede Rodeo Royalty is here representing the Western Montana Fair. The Missoula Stampede is a rodeo held each year in August here at the Western Montana Fair. And those girls promote Montana's Western heritage and the tradition of rodeo all around the state. We're also available to hire out if you need a little special guest star to make your next event fair and fun. And we have AKA Karate for Kids. The ATA is committed to serving and empowering the Missoula community by teaching children and adults the confidence, leadership, and fitness skills that can only be achieved through martial arts. We have lots of their attendings there. ATA is one of the largest martial arts organizations in the country, and organization here in Missoula just started about in 2015. We're excited to have them here and work with martial arts for both confidence and self-defense right here in town. Berkshire Hathaway's creeping up around the corner here. Hey, a nice simple display that just says "Give" on the outside there. Give to Toys of Tots is what that "Give" represents. Berkshire Hathaway is a drop-off location for Toys for Tots. They're accepting unwrapped, unopened toys for kids at all their locations throughout the month of December. So, if you happen to be at the store, why don't you grab something nice for a child in need? You can bring it down to any of the Berkshire Hathaway locations in town. The children have slowly creeped in, reaching for those candy canes. So I think they're trying to clear the road out here for a second. Getting toward the end of the event here, and everybody's starting to spill down toward the big tree at the end of Higgins for the big light, traditional lighting of the tree. We still have a few more floats to check out. And again, all these floats are being judged by a team of volunteers based on their overall appearance and general enthusiasm of the group involved. Also, their general use of lights, which is always important in a parade of lights. We see lots of lights rolling up here on us right now. The Journey Christian Fellowship has a decorated float for us tonight. They offer formal and informal gatherings focusing on singing, fellowship, and teaching. Located just a block from me down on 5th Street between Orange and Higgins. Lovely little church for any of those that might be interested. Also very proud of the fact that if you come down just to check it out, they're not going to embarrass you or do anything odd or hit you up for money. They're just an open, wonderful fellowship for anybody interested. I'll go out on a limb here and say that we are looking at the Rattle and Roll with Mountain Home, Montana. Now, the Rattle and Roll since 2000 has provided the Mountain Home of Montana since 2000 has provided a wide range of support and resources to young mothers and their children. And their newest venture is Rattle and Roll, which is a teeny toy shop and resource shop that can come to mothers. As we all know, if you have some kiddos, sometimes it's hard to get out of the house. So it's a great opportunity for that. Mountain Home does some great resources around town. I strongly encourage checking them out. And this is most certainly Har Shalom. Har Shalom is a wonderful synagogue here in town. And they're celebrating Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, so it only seems appropriate. Hanukkah actually starts tomorrow evening at sunset and will go through next Monday. Well, we see them out with 4 decorated horses that are pretty well managed right now. Har Shalom is located down on South Russell. Again, a wonderful synagogue here in town, celebrating those beautiful Jewish traditions of this time of year with that Festival of Lights, Hanukkah. I'm going to lean toward this being free cycles, even though they're not on my list. They're a beautiful wheel dome there, the little polar bear tucked up on top. And I see the man himself, Mr. Santa Claus, riding in, coming in strong here. As our crowd starts to follow him, bringing up the tail in the parade, moving down toward the tree to light it up. And we've relocated to the end of Higgins Avenue here at the X's to see the lighting of the tree, which is always an exciting moment. Santa just passed by on his horse-drawn carriage. We have thousands of Missoulians down here braving the cold to see this wonderful event. Really is kind of how we ring in the season here in town. And this is the 16th annual Parade of Lights, brought to you by the Missoula Downtown Association, many of their partners. Great sponsors like Jim Palmer Trucking and Pepsi Cola tonight, as well as Liquid Planet.
This town is awesome. We have awesome businesses. We have awesome parades. We have awesome neighbors like you. I hope everyone made some new friends tonight. If you haven't, there's still time. Find somebody that doesn't look familiar and say, hey, you're an awesome Missoulian too. That's cool. Chances are you'll have a lot more in common as well. For more than a decade, this local church collective has brought a sincere and lively spirit. We are so grateful to the Christian Life Center Choir. Yeah? Parade goers, you ready to hear one more carol? Yeah.
Got the Christian Life Choir singing us in for one last carol before we kick it off with the lighting of the tree. It's a wonderful experience. So many folks came out here tonight. It was a wonderful excuse to get down to downtown Missoula, enjoy the restaurants and adult establishments, as it were.
Beautiful, thank you.
A nutty night. Kids climbing up all over on top of the local art down here, the X's, as we say.
I made a picture when I was making my announcements in last year's parade. I did not mention the Missoula Boy Scouts. And let me tell you, of course, because those hot chocolates, those fires, and everything that the Boy Scouts do is so recognized.
Coach Shays talked about some of the amazing other organizations that help with this evening besides the Parade of Lights. It's been a wonderful community experience all evening. including from the Missoula Boy Scouts, putting up some nice fires for folks to help keep warm, and have been serving hot chocolate to people all evening. Which on a night like tonight, you're going to need it.
Heck yeah. The free cocoa. Some of you were lucky to get was donated by Cafe Dolce, Zootown Brew, Doubletree, Holiday Inn Downtown, Hunter Bay, the Iron Horse and Parkside Credit Union. If you have that tasty, delicious cocoa, see, happy holidays to them. Now, our jolly friend from the North Pole, Santa and Mrs. Claus! All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to do the countdown. Santa and Mrs. Claus, you guys just point.
Santa and Mrs. Claus up on the stage over there through the crowd.
Are you guys
Going to
ready?
lead us through our big countdown to light the tree and ring all the way through the season till New Year's.
10, 9, 8,
There we are. That pinnacle of light will be sitting at the north end of Missoula's downtown all the way through New Year's this year, celebrating this dark, cold time with all the light and warmth we can offer to it. And that's going to do it for us for our broadcast tonight of the 16th Annual Parade of Lights, brought to you by the Missoula Downtown Association and all of our amazing sponsors. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we get to see you here next year.